about how it is very important to realize about life and death. So, of course, I did not decide to be born. A lot of us, of course, we did not decide to be born. But certain countries have taken up this issue of euthanasia very seriously, and they have legalized this pulling of the plug. So, do you think man is prudent enough to pull the plug?
Well, if you don't plug in, you don't have to pull the plug. See, it is not only about this, there's one more thing. Recently, somebody in Mumbai has filed a case on his parents. I didn't ask to be born, so I want to sue you because you got me into this mess. I thought they feel that way in Mumbai, thought Bangalore was little. But now you're asking why should you pull the plug? It's like this. You know, our center in United States is in Tennessee. The nearest town is called McMinnville. Tennessee is called a volunteer state because in the Civil War, the Tennessee people volunteered and made a difference. They fought as volunteers. They could have gone both ways because they're in between state, but they volunteered for the South. So they're called a volunteer state. That culture of volunteering is still there. So there are volunteers. All kinds of people volunteer for all kinds of jobs. So there is a hospital where every day, Sunday morning, every week rather, Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, somebody dies. So Tennessee being what it is, devil's work is happening, something is happening, all kinds of excitement and imaginations happened. 11 o'clock, anyway somebody will die in that hospital. It became a routine. Then we went every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock, because they all go to the church in the morning and after 10 o'clock they're volunteering in the hospital. Every week, 11 o'clock, somebody dies, just around 11 o'clock. Then we found out that there is this… in Tennessee is the Jack Daniel land, okay? They're soaked in whiskey a bit. So one of those soaked in whiskey kind of volunteer comes and he has to scrub the floor. When he's scrubbing the floor of the ICU, he sees all these cables are in his way, so he unplugs all that, scrubs everything and puts it back and goes. By the time he's finished scrubbing, every week around 11 o'clock somebody dies. So unplugging what is this? Oh, it's not the… Unplug with Sadhguru, you know. If you do not know this, 80% of the medical care expense in United States happens in the last 23 days of somebody's life. That is nearly $3 trillion bill, all right, is the medical care. In that, 80% is spent in the last 23 days. If people are willing to die 23 days early on an average, nearly $2.5 trillion the country could save. And those 23 days are not wonderful 23 days, those 23 days are this kind of days. They have to check every few minutes whether you're alive or dead, that kind of aliveness.